Inferno, no
Yes,
less.
you're on
All
Inferno.
right. Okay, so we're here on Inferno. I would assume this is the pick of third impact. But I mean GGPR equally decent on it for their own right. Let's see what they have to bring here for the pistol. GGPR starting up on the CT side. Yeah, I think that actually sells the fact that this is the pick of third impact. GGPR starting CT, a little bit of banana aggression to kick this one off, but third impact are going to begin their creep up towards middle, and Shawniak going to rotate in from the arch side, ready to do battle. Just waiting, jiggle peeking. And at the same time, GGPR have taken full banana control. So with this, they can force stack this A site.
Yep, and pardon us on the audio issue. We seem to have something going on here, but we'll get that fixed down in a second. And oh boy, things falling down. Third impact popped out of the round. 2 from Grape. He is the last one alive here. So
JT just got a triple kill. He walked into the apartments, by the way, and he just picked them all off as they were running up into the site. He got a triple there, eventually gets traded. Hold on, it's a 1v1 versus him, and great, but Lowrider's actually going to finish the job, and GGPR are going to be walking away with this first round. Taking the pistol in near convincing fashion. If it wasn't for that triple kill from JT, though, we could have seen a different set of affairs. There will be, well, the question is for third impact, is there going to be a full eco or a force buy? And Deagle's going to be brought in for Grape. A couple of Glocks and pistols for third impact at the same time. But there goes the dig. Soniac's going to take that. Maybe a few more with it. As it looks like it's just going to be the storming of Banana here from GGPR. At least Pluto does. Well, we'll mow down a couple, and this one is all said and done. Insane hits the deck, and it's all GGPR through and through here. Quick anti-eco, and now we get into the guns. AK-47 is going to be brought on in for the likes of third impact. Brett even picking himself up the AK. Only a Galil for Dangers, but going to prioritize the utility on a map like Inferno. Cannot blame him whatsoever. Going to get this one on the roads. Op out for Shawniak to start. That was actually dropped over by Pluto. He was able to make enough money with that MP9, so now he can get out the sniper rifle for the primary op. That is the contingency plan here. Again, more banana control being established here by GGPR, and they're most certainly going to get it. Third impact have to concede this control, but you kind of have to be reactive in that sense. What are you going to take in response? GGPR with full banana control, so they'll go ahead and cheat over that fourth man here to the A side of the map. And all the rifles for third impact, they're still going to congregate towards the bottom of banana and looking to retake this map control. Going to flash in towards top banana. Take this map control back. And now it's looking like GGPR is actually out of position, and Shawniak has to try and rotate back towards that B site. They expended all that utility early, and they don't have any to counter the execute, so it's actually going to be up to JT on the B site. But Beaky does actually pick off the lurk at the same time. But for GGPR, it's looking like it's going to be a B site retake. Lowrider's going to rotate back all the way in through CT spawn. If you check out your mini map as well, right now GGPR huddled behind the coffins. They're even assembling a boost, if I can see on the X-ray properly. Doesn't find any success just yet, and I believe third impact, they'll get that bomb down and get this round on the road. It's a 4-on-5 retake, but it's Inferno B site that GGPR have to crack. Shawniak posted up on the line, but Walker's going to be taking the first frag. In fact, Insane's going to double up, and Shawniak will at least pick off Grape. But now it's GGPR who in the man advantage, but not for much longer with Lowrider. But he immediately gets taken down, and then Shawniak, a 1 versus 2 with the AWP, and not much time to give with it, and no more AWP in his hands either. Third impact pick up the first round, and nobody saves any guns for GGPR. No save Inferno is the name of the game.
apologies,
None of that.
buddy. As apologies while we try and figure out the audio issue as well. We are in fact working on that. It seems to be we have some equipment that is very much disagreeing with us at the moment, but we should have something figured out. Hopefully,
I'm liking the solo cast, okay?
hopefully quick. Yeah, well, he's got it while we
I'm going
figure
back to my roots, man. I'm going back to my solo casting roots. Gotta do the color. I got everything. I'm the whole variety pack here, Jacob. JT getting boosted up. Takes initial contact. Gonna fall on back with his teammate in towards that B site. No utility to really stop this pain train of third impact. There actually is that nade. Speak of the devil. Does deal a good chunk onto Grape. Could prove useful in holding the site. They're gonna need everything they can get here. With third impact knocking on the front door, that B site, looking to just entry it. And the rotate fairly far away here. JT just going to get mopped up by Dangerous. And this should be a simple wash of a round here by the GG, or rather by the third impact cam. Lowrider going for some wall bangs. They almost connect, funny as that is. But, oh, okay, they actually are connecting fairly well onto Grape. But he's actually not going to go down. GGPR don't really have much to say, not much to hold on for. So they'll go ahead and back off to the hills. Pluto going to return back to his home planet. Perhaps not my best one. All right, I'll just say that.
Got the puns.
As
he's got it.
I got the pun. I got everything, Jacob.
Currently, yes.
In any case, Dangerous is going to drop down Lowrider. We'll take some damage on the exit, but I don't think that will mean much. Dangerous escapes the bomb plant, and that will be a third. Or second, rather, for third impact. Jeez. Okay, going for a short. We're going for a little refresh. We're going in for the refresh.
We'll get you back into this round momentarily.
All right, I'm ready and raring to go, Jacob. Whenever the time.
Still nothing. So we'll bring you back into this round as we try and understand the nature of this issue.
Alrighty then. Lots of bottom mid control here for the third impact. Insane does have the bomb on his back. Really relatively non-committal here. Third impact looking to take some map control. They at least have, I believe, if we look on the mini-map properly, that is Brett in the boiler position. Third impact looking to gear up for a mid-brackets take, but Lowrider's on the opposite end of the smoke, and a little damage exchange. He'll take the worst of it, but the nade finishes off Grape and Pluto, and the entirety of the crossfire works out for GGPR. And third impact hit the deck. It was looking a bit grim for GGPR. They didn't really get all their rifles in play, especially off of that first gun round. They were unable to save any weapons, but they brought in the op, plenty of rifles and the good utility, and a perfect crossfire assembled. Third impact just kind of left to walk straight into it. And they fall. 2-on-5 here. And GGPR, they're going to storm down middle. They know exactly where those last two players are for third impact. With 25 seconds remaining on the clock, the situation couldn't be much more dire than this. Lowrider even going in for some spam to try and slow him down. Dangerous just getting flanked. They can't even set down the bomb. And it's Walker in a 1v5, but not for much longer. And Shaniak will finish them off. And a perfect setup for GGPR will net them their third round. Walker immediately buys back up that AWP, though. Galil, double AKs, triple AKs, all the rifles still back in for third impact. Those 2 rounds in a row. Definitely speaking dividends. They were fairly clean, I should have mentioned. So with that, they can bring in a full buy and still stand toe-to-toe here with GGPR. But I'm looking for a bit of a play, a bit quicker, a more set play here from third impact at the moment. You see GGPR already leaning 3 towards B to start off the round. Perhaps a fast play towards A could be called in for the future. But for now, the slow default, it hasn't necessarily been bad results so far. Barring maybe Dangerous going down to 29 to start off this round. In fact, they're flashing back into Banana, and Shaniak goes for a peek. Can't quite find it. though. Third Impact might be swayed away, but they'll flash themselves right back in and take that map control again. Gonna pivot back around are the Third Impact boys. Still, they've gotten their top banana control. They don't have the top of mid brackets, though. So that could prove difficult for them in these later rounds. 45 seconds. It might seem like enough time, but every second you burn, that clock gets lower and lower, and it becomes more a sixth enemy for Third Impact to try and overcome. Now they're looking to take this one towards that B site. You see those flashbangs being thrown in on your minimap, and they're going to be swinging. They're trying to split into CT spawn, but Walker, or rather Inshaniak, from the likes of Dark, gives way to Dangerous, who gets himself a double kill. There is still Beaky here on the site, though. He's picked up an AK. He gets 2 kills for himself, and it's down to a 2 versus 2. The issue is here, it's only Dangerous on the site. Where is Brett? He was trying to pick off rotations. Dangerous is alone. But he's not going to go down just yet. Brett, still coming in on this flank from Banana, has yet to reveal himself. And now he will. He'll strike onto Pluto, and it goes down to the 1v1. He has the bomb in his favor. Lowrider, fully white, though, from Brett. Gives him the advantage, but he'll recover his blindness, but cannot finish the job. Brett hits him with the 1v2. And it's a third round for Third Impact. They'll be able to roll in with this one. USPs and all the likes for GGPR. They lose all their guns. They can't clutch out the 1v1. Oh, never mind. Not USPs. They're going in for the 4-spy. This could have some ramifications, at least for the future. We shall see. Walker has his AWP posted, but the rest of GGPR, all they really have to fight that is a scout on Inshaniak. Very flashy Opper is Inshaniak, so he can definitely bring some pain, but so is Walker. Picks off an aggressing JT, and with only one player at this B site, they're going to gamble. They're going to rotate all their players on over and hope for the best. And even in this situation, if you're GGPR, you might just still get run over with the exit, but Lowrider wants to get aggressive. He wants to take the fight to them before it even starts. He'll get the first, even lines up a double for himself. Brett will eventually trade. It gives a chance for these pistols. Only a chance, but Beaky's going to double up with the MP9, triple up with the MP9, and actually just end the round. Alrighty then. That'll do. GGPR get themselves a 4th off the back of the 4-spy. And they even steal an op and can drop that to Inshaniak. Third Impact are going to do the same, though, in turn. Tech9's going to be brought out across the board. P250 on Dangerous. Oh, and we're going to be taken away, and we're going to go for a little reset here. And do we return? We do. In any case,
trying to force things to be happy. You know,
the usual. That's typically how it.
Yeah.
Alrighty here. B-side rush here for Third Impact. They do split into CT and actually do gain some significant ground. Beaky getting overwhelmed, in fact, by Dangerous. And now it's a 3-on-3. Nade on in deals some great damage on the back end, but a bomb plant to bomb plant, a post plant has been established here for Third Impact. But it's up to GGPR to dismantle it. Have at least that information towards Banana that nobody's home, and the wallbangs from Lowrider almost finishing off great. These players are getting so very low, and Pluto's going to finish off 1, 2, and maybe even the third. Walker might just be dead to rights here. He at least gets 1 on the back end of it, but at the end of the day, it's a GGPR round, and they'll be happy with that. That was Third Impact's 4-spy. It doesn't pan out as intended. There is an interesting prospect to be had, though. Third Impact with that bomb plant, and considering only 2 players surviving for GGPR, there could be reason for a reinvestment, but that's a risky one, and Third Impact, they're only going to go in for some minor pistols here. Tech-9s for Walker, that's definitely his signature weapon. He can do many a great thing with it. Just as he at least got one on the exit in the previous round, confidence can build and skipping a jump. Third Impact could have a fourth round, especially with Inshaniak going majorly aggressive with the AWP. Almost gets run over by the pistols, but he gets away and gets the information at least for GGPR. So with that, they'll at least be ready for some apartments control. Even Lowrider with the Mag 7 getting up close to a smoke, trying to get ratty with it. And on the other hand, JT has the barrels control. Just going to be jump spotting. Walker up close with his Tech-9, though. Lowrider does actually steal away Jade Joris. Lowrider even running away and snipes away at Brett. Even looking for the third, but Walker's going to take that liberty away from him, and it'll be a 2 versus 4 here. Third Impact really left with nothing much to do. JT and Pluto going to lock things down. JT, of course, being JT Mythic, for those who want to make a joke in the chat that it's like, oh my gosh, how is JT playing in 2 officials at once? JT being JT Mythic, and he actually is the IGL for this squad. Everything is really lining up here in this sort of lore. So with that, 6-3 now. AK still back out for Third Impact, past the eco, now back into the full buy. But the results have not been convincing, to say the least, here from Third Impact. They've been going for these very heavy defaults, very thin spread across the map, but it's come down to a lot of these GGPR players getting the opportunity to multi-frag consistently. We saw Beaky triple up on a B side execute and just slap them down with the MP9. Now here for GGPR. Who's it going to be again? Third Impact now posturing towards the apartments. That's where they have the map control. But if you're GGPR, you're going to expect something along these lines, especially as the utility begins to rain on in, and Third Impact are up towards mid-bracket. GGPR are going to begin their heavy rotate, 2 players back to try and batten the hatches on the arch side. Give Lowrider and Beaky in position. Third Impact, though, as that smoke fades, they're going to begin their wrap towards B, towards A. Everything's still up in the air, depending on how these gunfights go. Lowrider holding this off angle, but he's not going to be tested. Instead, Third Impact want to take this one back towards lane, where there is a huddle of 3 players on the site for GGPR, but Insane's going to take away these extremities. Still 2 players remaining. Beaky and Pluto. Pluto takes down Grape. Dangerous swings out, and okay, that's the trade. But where is Beaky? He emerges through the smoke, dancing in and out, but Insane will delete him. Now a 1v3 for JT, but how close is he on the site? He's right here at the lane position, deals some damage with the MP9, but that is the extent of it. It's a 4th round for Third Impact, and finally, one of their site executes work. You do have to boil that round down a little bit. Hold on, going for another little restart to see if things have shaken out in production's favor. She'll be back in by the time people go pew pew. And we're back. And Walker has just taken a beating in the span of about 15 seconds. Even more nades being dropped in towards Banana. Third Impact are trying something new, but they are just getting punished. Now in a 3 versus 4 with multiple players down on low HP. Nobody's healthy for Third Impact. And if you're, well, Insane with the Mac 10 is expected to go first, but your heart drops a little bit if you are Insane. You don't feel too great about having to run into this blender assembly here of JT and Beaky on the B site. A little bit of a role swap here. Beaky playing over towards this B site. He is that flex rotator, I suppose, here for the GGPR side. Third Impact, though, Molly in towards CT spawn to force JT back. Primary issue with that is you're just effectively expending utility without much reward. That Molly just fades, and JT can get back into his standard position. And he'll be here in time for the third impact execute. JT's going to empty his Mac to try and bait them forward. Beaky, tucked on top of the boost, is going to reveal himself, get himself 2 kills, another multi-kill, another day for GGPR. It leaves just Walker on 4 HP, and that'll make another round for GGPR. CT side off to a rolling start in this first half, up 7-4, and they have all kinds of momentum going for them. Just a great little bait and switch setup there from GGPR. Beaky tucks away, and then will emerge forward at the perfect time. Takes 2 kills, takes the round. 7-4, third impact on a full eco. Going to be a fast little alt mid play. Beaky in the meantime taking down Grape. So again, full banana control established from GGPR. I've said that about 5 times. Now this 4-stack towards the A site can arrive, but isn't really even needed. They've gotten 3 kills, make it 4, whittling every single player away on this execute for third impact. Leaves only Insane with the P250 and the bomb, but well, a very difficult task alongside it. Did that flashbang like land inside the chimney? Okay, well, I'll leave that question for another day. 1v5 here for Insane. Get a gun, that's the best hope. And, well, get a kill at least. But not really enough damage to call it impactful. At least some of the money for GGPR does remain on a bit on the lower end of the spectrum. AK's out for the rest of third impact. They'll finally get their buyback in that they saved up for, but in the meantime, GGPR, they've built themselves up a little bit of a cushion. It's not really enough. If GGPR loses, we can still see an 8-7 half out of the third impact guys, but it really does hinge on this particular round, especially considering this is likely third impact's map choice. And indeed it is. Going down on the CT side, not a very hot start. Some people even consider this map T-sided in some respects. You get a lot of the momentum going and things just pan out your way. Grape, though, getting in Shawniak early does bode well, potentially, but Pluto swings in alongside Lowrider, and immediately there was a glimmer of hope for third impact, but it was only a glimmer. Beaky even going to take down Walker. 2 versus 4. They're just going to put their chips into that B site. And they actually could get a bomb plant here. Nope, never mind. JT's home with a secondary AWP. And poor old Insane, the last man to walk into his scope. 9-4 here for GGPR. Another save, perhaps, from third impact. And this could easily shape up to a double-digit or 11-4 half for GGPR. They've been playing with great stride, great tempo as well. They're making some of the proactive plays that we need to see. Typically, I believe they just had a simple read that third impact, they like to play into the apartments, and typically GGPR, they don't play in the apartments. So with that, they'll just switch things up and catch third impact off guard. It works out perfectly. 9-4, and Tech9's out again for third impact. Can't write off Walker with this weapon, I will say, but now that holy, that nade really hurts the chances. Even the spray from Lowrider, they're going to try and jump off of it, but the low HP makes it easy for Lowrider, even while blind, to get both of them. And this one is a wash of a round for GGPR. It leaves only Insane to just hop around and avoid inevitable capture, and GGPR will walk away with a 10th. Double digits now, another AK buy. I just want to see something more fast-paced from third impact. They've been going for a lot of these very heavy defaults towards banana, split up across the map into the apartments, and GGPR have just grouped up and multi-killed them on the way in. The only real success that third impact got was when GGPR just gave up a little too much map control and allowed them to get a clean site execute going. So with that, it's still another one of these heavy defaults. And I think the success of the half really comes down to the pacing of Third Impact. They never really mixed anything up, so GGPR can just set themselves into cruise control, get a smooth ride to a very comfortable half. This round is far from over, though, but it's playing out in already a similar stage in these early phases of the round. Trying to get that apartments control, looking to work towards Banana. See Brett and Dangerous doing their old thing. GGPR have already stacked up 4 towards the B side of the map, or rather A side. Pressure being exerted there by Third Impact. Was going to draw a rotate away, in fact, from GGPR. And now it will. Pluto and JT. Now just JT on the move. And for good reason. Third Impact all conglomerating towards Banana. 4 players here. They still have a lurk and Dangerous, but with 25 seconds remaining, the B site is most certainly going to be the target here. Dangerous can get a kill here, though, and make them think otherwise, but never mind. It's going in towards B. Lowrider, he's not going to be needed in this one. He's still not rotated. The rest of GGPR are here on the site. The difficulty for Third Impact, though, is how are you going to set down that bomb? Will Brett get spammed? He's just going to barely get away with it. And Third Impact have a pokes plant, a finally reasonable position. But Lowrider coming in on the flank. Looking to duel versus Dangerous. Dangerous wins that huge kill found. And now they can just focus their sights towards CT and Coffins. Insane. Takes down Pluto. Even Dangerous spamming away through the smoke. And finally, some success on the back end of it from Third Impact at the half. It's 10-5 though for GGPR. Third Impact though cap it off with perhaps just a little bit of momentum. We'll see you guys after a little bit of a halftime break. halftime. 10-5 half for GGPR. DreamHack Open 46. It's close qualifiers. I'm Fi. I'm joined alongside Jacob Halfman, who's been manning the sticks furiously.
Manning the sticks.
Yeah. Let's get this one on the road. 10-5 half. Already going to be a fast B play in from GGPR. Looking to storm that one. And for the likes of... I believe that is Insane on the back of the B site. Well, he's in for a bit of a rough one. Oh, never mind. Here's Insane right here. Flanking through Banana, and the rest of GGPR are going to storm in through towards the likes of the top position. It's going to get a combo for themselves until, oh, JT and Pluto and JT as well. Just a quad kill between the two of them. Will get GGPR a very, very fast pistol.
Well, there you go. Starting it off. I mean, so one thing that we have kind of figured out as well over the course of the break is that we do have our picks, of course, Inferno being actually third impact map pick. So that one's gonna sting a little bit.
Yeah.
Your third impact, seeing as things haven't been going the best, to say the least. So as they head into the next round here, we're gonna see of course check this out. Insane pushing all the way down. All the way down mid. Anna. And he actually is able to get a little bit of damage, but he immediately traded out. Oh, Brett.
Whoa, here's Brett. Brett almost, but it's Lowrider who's been tripled up this round. But at least they've bought enough time for this rotate to come in. Dangerous and Grape have arrived on the scene. They're in the library, though. Gonna need to spread a little bit of knowledge here on the B side. Knowledge of the 1Ds, perhaps. That's what both of them are wielding, but they don't have kits. Yeah. Teach us how to use it. Grape and Danjor definitely capable players. But the issue is, I mean, the odds are simply stacked against them. Danjor doesn't even have armor for himself, and Grape no longer has HP. Lowrider's on for the ace right now. In fact, he's looking like he wants it. Gonna get stolen by a Beaky, but at the end of the day, a 12th round for GGPR. That was the moderate force buy from third impact as well. Things ain't looking pretty for them as we go into round number 18, looking to be the full eco. GGPR can make more money, get more momentum, and look to close out Inferno in clean fashion.
Yeah, this one, I don't have high hopes. We should be seeing 13 here. Maybe we'll see something out of this nade in the hands of Brett. Looks like they're actually going for this full nade stack on mid. Is there going to be any damage?
Oh!
Yes!
Woo!
There's actually tons of damage behind. It's one player remaining, and he's going to be cleaned up. That'll be Pluto on the last.
That's good, though.
But good damage done. I mean, they hadn't really invested in that round too heavily, so not too much of a loss for them. And in fact, we will see Inshaniak pick up the AWP in response. Walker as well, however, has finally got himself that AWP in his hands, and the remaining players for TI will be able to get themselves into a bye. Now, Grape has been pretty damn quiet in this game so far.
Yeah, he hasn't really had the opportunity to. He's been involved in a lot of the opening duels, or at least a lot of opening successes for GGPR. That's a couple nice nades, though, onto the Lowrider to kick things off. But all things being considered, Grape hasn't been having the greatest time on these initial duels. Here on the CT side, he'll start off, he is that B anchor. So it's really going to be up to GGPR whether he's going to have success or not. On the flip side of that, GGPR, again, we're seeing a lot of these slow defaults out of both T sides. Pluto's going to be left in towards Boiler, though, and the rest of GGPR, they're looking like they want that B side. Bomb postured, flashbang forward to get them on the angle.
We'll force Walker back as well, so the op now posted a little bit further back towards Arch here, as they've gained this bracket's control, but they're just kind of looking like it's going to be a feint for now. Maybe make a little bit of noise. But this bomb posturing towards Banana, actually walking back towards A, looking like they want to commit into this A bomb site, or maybe even to a mid to B split. And actually, just as we say that, Pluto going down Insane with the brackets peak, able to take down one of these GGPR players.
Lowrider does have the bomb, 14 HP, and 25 seconds for GGPR to make up their minds. They're trying to throw a B fake. Will it work, though? GGPR are hedging their bets that these smokes, these flashes, the smokes and mirrors can put this one away, but look at this. Third Impact aren't biting. There's still
Oh,
two
the
players here on the site with 10 seconds. It needs to be the entries, but it's Brett with a double on the site that can lock it down. Grape even gets picked off, and it's Insomniac without hope. He'll get a kill, but that's the extent of it. It'll finally be a round, some daylight for Third Impact shown upon them in this gun round for the CT side of Inferno, 13-6.
Well, they've finally found themselves a response, and that is the half, so we'll have to see what they're able to complete here. As they haven't really had that good of a T side, so for sure. If I can tell you more about that, I was busy. I was busy wielding a fire hose, trying to figure out what was all being destroyed. But so far, I'm seeing some good stuff out of these guns. Walker gonna take that mid peek, backing out just in time to avoid the wrath of Pluto. And Shawniak, however,
all right. These nades have been monstrous from Third Impact consistently, taking down these players very, very low. Beaky and Shawniak almost out of commission to start off the round. Bit of another one of these defaults that looking to finish towards A for GGPR. This time around, though, they haven't given up that opening pick on Banana, so they'll have all 5 players. There's no need for some cheeky business here. It's going to be a straight-up A play through lane. Looking to be the target. Now posturing back towards Arch, though. Walker going to take the initial shot. It's only a tag, though. JT down to 7 points of health. Walker back to Library. Looking to fight. But now the rest of the team are up lane. Facing off versus Insane, but he cannot find a kill. But it's Brett here, up on top of the cold box, but he can't find that either. Only 1 for 1. But the frags are raining in from the back lines. Dane, Joris, and Walker both pick themselves up 1 apiece. And we're in a 2 versus 3 retake.
Things falling apart quickly there. They had so many opportunities between Insane and Brett to try and make that happen, but looking like they're going to slow down, group up, not trying to rush into this. They can allow this bomb plant. They can allow themselves to go into these fights. Got the ability to work with here.
And Beaky from Mini takes the first on a Walker, but it's great to double up, clean up the round, and with the kit, quick defuse on in, and Third Impact get themselves a second in a row.
Nice to finally see a little bit of impact out of these boys. As Grape has started to kind of climb his way back into relevance on the scoreboard. So 7 rounds, now within 6, and you're starting to believe a little bit. You start to feel a little bit better about your situation if you're Third Impact. This is their pick, so maybe they've got something that something up their sleeves here.
Yeah, that's definitely something to consider. I mean, if Third Impact start to get the ball rolling, we've seen a couple comebacks from them in the past, and that is a great start from Walker. Even the nade, that was a triple collateral, no less. And Grape will even finish the job onto Beaky. There's still 3 players here on the B site, and GGPR are going to go ahead and hightail it. They want none of that site. And you know what? Maybe they don't want any more of this round. Just wave the white flag in this one. God does not want you to play this round.
They don't even take the bomb with them in the situation. Ooh, nice flash.
Yeah.
Brett won't find anything off the back of it. Set himself up for a couple of kills here. First one going down, and Shawniak just praying on this angle like, please. It will be Brett who finds the final kill. Great stuff from Walker, taking that peek. I want to know what's going through his mind as he's like, yep, I'm coming around here. They're on eco. I'm getting a collateral, you know? Like, he's just thinking that the whole way out.
That was a triple collat. A headshot on one of them, as well as just 80 damage to the other. Quickly finished off by the nade. And Third Impact with 3 in a row. That's definitely something to get
you believe in.
The pot and Zurin. Yeah, maybe they can reach a boiling point. Maybe they can hit their stride here on Inferno. Moving here on the CT side. We saw the momentum come out from GGPR. Who's to say that Third Impact can't do it themselves?
And they've been putting themselves in positions to get taken out by this utility, but instead it's going to be Shawniak getting the first Dane with the immediate trade. 1 apiece as they come out of this banana fight.
Going back towards apartments now, though. You can see that the players are trying to do a lot towards the balcony, but Brett and Insane have a nice little crossfire to dice them up. Now, Dane Joris has to rotate in. Has to stop these remaining 2 players. He's getting overrun, though. It's a little bit scuffed, and in fact, he'll actually go down. And now GGPR, they have access to CT spawn, but maybe they don't want to know more. Walker's posted up on the line, but first shot missed. Now GGPR can rapidly approach, but he'll deploy his utility. He'll try to stall out as long as possible and buy time for the rotate. Maybe get a kill while he's at it. Fires off, chambers another tag on a lowrider, trying to finish the job with a P250. He's just dancing around new box, and he'll finish it off. Nice little double there from Walker on that B side. And they'll get third impact on 9th. They are beginning to move, Jacob.
I'm loving
now it's only 4 rounds.
Headshot there. He got that. He finished that last one off in style. He just spun up, tapped him with the P250 once in the head. Had him low already, so headshot would have been enough with lesser damage. But I mean, hey, if you're selling with the op, you hit that tag anyway. Might as well, you know. So heading out here into round number 23, and GGPR reduced pistols will be stacked on top of Banana with nades, but nothing doing. Dangerous only going down to 90 HP. That's not really going to be causing too many problems, but check them out. They've completely swapped their way around the map, and they're already wrapped around the A bomb site here. Problems, not that many. He does go down, but remaining players on site able to clean up for the most part. The bomb plant is down, but Grape with some clean shots, and he's able to finish things off.
It'll be a quick little retake there from third impact. Grape gets that fuse on in, and it's going to be 10 for third impact. They're going to make this one competitive. And right now, GGPR seem like they're a little bit on the back foot, but with that full eco, bomb plant even, they get plenty of money, and they even get some extra on the reserve. They wanted to play the long game with that one. So they go in for the full eco, get a bomb plant, and they get 2 kills out of it at least. The money for third impact is beginning to build itself up a little bit as well, so they might not feel like they're too pressed against the wall here. They might even have a little bit of wiggle room, even considering GGPR being on third team. Yeah, 4-man B lane to start this one off for third impact, but immediately this train is going the other way.
Yeah, just getting that utility out, making GGPR have to second guess themselves a little bit, but they're just gonna completely plow their way up now. Absolutely zero resistance. I don't even think they checked sandbags on that run up. It's slowing down already. See if they throw and execute. Only player here is in fact Walker. He does have Grape close by on Speedway. And it looks like they're gonna begin throwing this utility for this take. That will put Grape into action. He will begin his spam, but as they creep into this bomb site, no urgency to this. They are trying to be as slow and methodical as they can be. Walker
getting pinned down here towards the back of Dark, and Lowrider picks off his support. Beaky leaping through the smoke, takes down Walker. 3 versus 5. GGPR have swept through the site and swept aside third impact and gotten themselves their 14th. They're off to save. What a clean side execute as well. They were just being very, very slow, and then they all hit the gas at the same time, and it's too much for third impact to handle. Great flashbangs as well. Walker was completely blind on that initial peak. He had no real opportunity to even fire off a reasonable bullet in the direction of GGPR, so that'll be a 14th.
I just want to point out how clean the honestly not clean, how patient they were in oh my god, Insane loses that duel. Loses as well, has to play off the second, dropping the smoke and trying to escape. Will hold on to this rifle into the next round, but the patience from GGPR pushing onto the B bomb site after that execute, they were in no rush to put themselves into any sort of bad situations. They avoided the timer from the timing from Grape rather, from CT. So no spray down damage there. Anything else, they completely avoided all of the issues running on the B bomb site, and they just were methodical about making sure they cleared out everything. So I mean, if GGPR needs to do that, but oh wait a minute, Grape thinking about that banana peek for a second. Dane will get some info as well, but nothing too much coming out of that for now.
GGPR have this mid control, looking to get aggressive. Is Walker, drops a molly, hopes to push forward, gets flashed, thinks otherwise. Still this 5-on-5, but GGPR taking the map control, forcing Walker away, and putting some serious pressure onto that A site. Nice little nade there. Does some chip damage at least to Pluto. Thought it would do more. Right now, GGPR, they kind of have an open playbook at the moment. They can split towards CT. They can wrap towards the A side of the map. It's all what JT wants to call for this lineup.
Oh, and
all
Pluto?
5 players. Pluto even here from the apartments as well. Spots a player playing behind default, but Danger's in the meantime has just mowed down 3 people trying to run through a smoke.
Oh no.
And this is some of the momentum that third impact might need for the future. Brett trying to fight some players off though. There's been 2 kills in the fight, nearly 3, but Brett still takes down Pluto and makes this nearly undoable for Beaky. Instead, it's going to be Dangerous all the way. 4 kills for him. And third impact get themselves an 11th.
Danger's playing out of his mind right now. Look at that, 102 ADR at the moment, 23 kills to his name, and getting those last 3 just sitting in arches. I'm not quite sure what happened there if GGPR just tried to phase that smoke, but Dane was sitting there ready for it. Gets 3 out of that, and suddenly another injection of some life into third impact. They're starting to lose opportunities to be able to take these fights. An insane, no money to work with for him, so actually they could have, so actually that's calculated with this MP9, getting 2 of them, and Shawniak now trapped in between a rock and a hard place. Insane trying to get this AK-47, and he even gets penalized as well, so 3 in the round for him, leaving just JT, AK-47 in hand. They don't even make it out.
They just get stamped out here. JT looking to bring a little bit of life into this round, but let's be realistic. There ain't going to be none of that. Walker's going to drop down JT, and that's going to be a near flawless round for third impact. 12 now for them. GGPR could consider an eco here. Beaky, Shawniak, and Pluto not really having the funds to buy up. That's an option, though. They can always take this full buy and keep the pressure on for third impact. But that is, these last 2 rounds have just been filled with momentum. For third impact.
They're just hanging around
here. Are we live?
I'm not sure if
I don't think we're live. We are not live. It seems. I think we're going to get a little bit of match meta going on. Wow, I believe we might have some connectivity issues. Yeah, we are definitely not live at the moment.
We are currently experiencing a pause of unknown origin. I would believe that this would be a technical pause as we see who exactly is who is the culprit causing the problems. I would guess it may be in Shawniak, as he has not moved. Oh, he's moving now. Join us in our fun investigation. Let's watch each individual player as we try to find out exactly the nature of this pause.
Yeah, can't really know all that much, so with that, yeah, we don't really know all that much here. GGPR, it seems like they did actually go in for the half buy, so that might speak some dividends for the future. Now, being 14-12, GGPR still with an advantage, but with the eco, they can give this one over to third impact, and third impact just get to edge closer and closer. Well, it looks like third GGPR were going to run away with it completely. So, being 13-5, third impact to clawed back some rounds in their favor, due off the back of some incredible multi-fragging from their individuals.
Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, it's been great to see Dane just start to pick things up. I am a big proponent of Dangerous, so seeing what he's able to do in these rounds is impressive. You know, I always love to see, he's a very cautious rifler and he gets the kills where you need them. Looks like we're match medicing back up to 14-12.
Yeah.
Working
14-12 is the scoreline. That score at the top is lying to you, ladies and gentlemen. It is a lie. It is a
fake is a lie.
It is a falsivity.
Are you you old enough for that one? Have you
Cake is a lie.
Yes.
I've seen it thrown around.
Do you know what it's from?
I don't.
Okay. It's from
Wait. Was this like was this a source game?
Yep. Esports game. All right.
Portal.
All right. Which one?
Portal 1.
That would be it. Ooh, we get some live. We get to watch a live match.
Okay.
But yes.
Okay,
Portal
so
1?
it's from... Yeah, okay. Outside of that, though, the thing is I did a little 1-2 skip a few and played Portal 2 instead of Portal 1.
All right.
So...
You gotta break out the phrases for that. That's what you love. That's what you love. You know what?
It was a good game.
This is why we love. This is why we love Fly. Everybody. He's just filled to the brim with. He's got a whole. He's got a whole book
I got a dictionary. I got an arsenal, baby. I keep that thing locked up. I got a lock and key. It got a little combination lock. You know, it has an airlock going into it as well. I have my arsenal of catchphrases on the moon right now. It's very, you know, I have my own security detail to guard it as well. All right, we're back live though. All right.
Hey.
Enough about my ramblings. We can let GGPR and Third Impact fight here on this stream. So now we got the pistols back out for GGPR. Third Impact going to be rocking again. They still got that full buy running for themselves. Still got the momentum built up. From being down 13-5, it's now 14-12 within touching distance. But what could really unhinge everything is a pistol round win here for GGPR. We'll see how this one pans out.
I do want to note that they do have a good amount of utility to work with on the GGPR side, so they are able to execute at least to some degree on a bomb site should they decide to in this round. And they are working with a couple of deagles as well. They may be staring at each other in Mexico at the moment, but we'll kind of see what they go here. Okay, all right. They start to walk their way up towards Banana, and it looks like the B bomb site is going to be the area of interest. Grape getting that frag. Brett out. It'll be 3 for him. Trying to get this 4th one. Grape's going to get another shot, but it will be Brett to bring things 14-13, and Third Impact stepping 1 foot closer towards tying this game up. GGPR will be back on a purchase.
We'll be back in the buy. It's a little bit prophetic there from the technical pause. What? It was 14-13 after all. Here. Okay, not really a surprise. Here for GGPR, they have their buy back in. This time around, it's in Shawniak wielding it off. We haven't really seen much success from him here on the T side, admittedly, because GGPR haven't had much gun round success. Jeez, tongue twisters, man. In any case,
you have an answer as to why we were in a tech pause. It seems they were trying to take a timeout, and they apparently tried every combination of pause, exclamation mark pause, not pause. And
for some reason, the commands weren't working.
And they did not have the correct commands.
I see.
It's out
All
in the
right,
site.
they run Pluto! Oh. Okay, that's the way to entry the B site. And, okay, Third Impact. He might consider the save already, unless Brett can receive a godsend through the smoke, but I don't think he's going to get it. Bomb's going to be planted, and Third Impact, they're still hanging around for this one, though. I said they might go for an instant save, but a 3-on-4, it's difficult but not undoable.
Oh, that nade, that's going to make things a lot more doable as they start to work their way in here. Pluto does get that first kill, however.
Oh, he's on for the ace?
He's just
Oh my gosh, that's 4 kills?
One more.
He needs 27 for it. Walker is sticking around, but I don't think he wants to give it. No, he's peeking in.
No. Don't tell me they just...
Is he going to give it to Pluto? They got a Shawniak at least, but Beaky's going to go ahead and take the frag. I wouldn't even call it stealing at that rate. Walker just going to give himself up, and it's a 15th for GGPR. Still plenty of cash for Third Impact to utilize, but now their back is officially against the wall.
Third Impact does have another buy in them, but they're starting to reach the end point here. Of course, it doesn't matter after this round. The economy, they have to win, or, you know, this map's over. And we would be heading our way over onto the next map of Vertigo. So, this is their last chance.
Yeah, Third Impact do have these nades primed. That could deal some damage, but Shawniak playing far back. There's Pluto, where I don't know where he took that damage from in particular. Maybe a grenade in its own right. In any case, though, GGPR want this B site yet again. Smoked out for the most part, but I think they're going through, especially as Lowrider picks off Dangerous through smoke spam, no less. And now Third Impact are sent into disarray. The rotates are so scrambled right now, but it don't matter. They just want to hit the gas right now. Lowrider wants to enter the site. Grape, is he going to give it to him? For now, not just yet. In fact, Walker has rotated in. He wants the fight. In the meantime, though, it's the B site getting opened up here. Lowrider even pushing the smoke. Insane will take him down, but it's all been a bait. Third Impact, their hearts sink because GGPR have the A site.
And they have absolutely nothing to work with to try and retake this bomb site. They have a Molotov
They got the stomp
and a single grenade. Sprinting all the way up. Oh no. They've even got the op train on the corner already, and that's going to be a tag on a Walker. Tag. Oh, it's not even a tag. It's a full kill, and from behind, and that will be Inferno, everybody.